Hello and welcome to another episode of India Career Centre audio blog. The topic of this episode is The Invisible Classroom: What Children Learn When No One is Teaching. Written by S.P. Mishra, read by an automated voice. The sun is barely up, and the house is still half asleep. In the kitchen, a father mutters under his breath as he burns the toast. His 4-year-old daughter, perched on a stool with tangled hair and dinosaur pajamas, watches without a word. She doesn't ask why Daddy's voice is sharp or why the smoke alarm chirps like an angry bird. She simply absorbs. Years from now, in a dorm room far away, she will flinch at the smell of charred bread and feel an inexplicable knot in her stomach. She will never connect it to this morning, but her body will remember. This is the subconscious classroom, a silent, relentless academy that never closes, never sends report cards, and never asks for permission to teach. Its curriculum is not printed in neat bullet points or bound between colorful covers. It is written in the slant of a shoulder, the hush of a sigh, the speed at which a door is closed. And its students, our children, are enrolled from the moment they draw their first breath. The science of the unseen. Psychologists have a term for this: implicit learning. It is the brain's stealth mode, picking up patterns without fanfare or effort. Unlike the deliberate march of memorizing multiplication tables or decoding Shakespeare, implicit learning slips in through the back door of attention. It thrives on repetition, emotion, and context, 3 things childhood serves in abundance. Consider language. By age 4, the average child has heard roughly 45 million words. Most of them are not lessons. They are grocery lists, phone arguments, bedtime lullabies, and playground chatter. No one sits the child down and says, "Today we will conjugate verbs," yet by 5, she speaks fluently, complete with regional accent, slang, and the exact cadence of her mother's laughter. She cannot explain the subjunctive mood, but she deploys it flawlessly when bargaining for one more cookie. This is not a miracle. It is the subconscious classroom at work. Now extend that principle beyond words. A boy watches his older sister roll her eyes when their father asks about homework. He is 7. He files it away. Authority is annoying. A girl sees her teacher's face tighten when a classmate stumbles over a reading aloud. She is 9. She learns. Mistakes are dangerous. A teenager notices that the popular kids laugh loudest when someone trips in the hallway. He is 15. He concludes, kindness is weakness. These are not footnotes. They are foundational. The teachers we never auditioned for. Step into any home or classroom, and you will find a faculty of accidental professors. They do not wear name tags or hold degrees in child psychology. They are simply present. The mother who hisses, "Not now, I'm on a call," while her toddler tugs at her sleeve. The coach who claps only for the fastest runner, letting the others fade into the grass. The uncle who mocks his own weight in the mirror, unaware that his niece is listening from the hallway. The teacher who calls on the same 3 hands, leaving the back row to shrink into their hoodies. Every one of them is delivering a masterclass in values, self-worth, and human connection. The tragedy is that most of them don't know they've been hired. What is caught outweighs what is taught. This old proverb is not poetic fluff. It is a neurological fact. The amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm system, lights up brighter for lived experience than for lectures. A single afternoon of watching Dad explode at a referee teaches emotional regulation, or dysregulation, more viscerally than a semester of social-emotional learning modules. The curriculum of crumbs. The subconscious classroom does not deal in grand gestures. It collects crumbs and bakes them into identity. The crumb of tone. A father who answers fine through clenched teeth when asked how his day was. The crumb of space. A teacher who stands 3 feet farther from the difficult student than from the gifted one. The crumb of silence. The way no one mentions grandma's trembling hands at Thanksgiving. Teaching shame by omission. Children are anthropologists of the everyday. They map the emotional topography of their world with the precision of cartographers. Where adults see background noise, children see signal. Case study: the door slam. Let's follow one crumb through a lifetime. Scene 1. Age 5. A mother, exhausted, slams the front door after a fight with her spouse. The bang echoes. Her son freezes mid-block tower. She doesn't notice. She is already in the kitchen, crying quietly over the sink. He doesn't understand the word divorce, but he understands danger. His nervous system logs, loud door equals threat. Scene 2. Age 12. At a friend's house, the father closes the door firmly to keep out the cold. Our boy, now a guest, flinches. His friend laughs. Drama king. He laughs too, but his palms are sweaty. Who doesn't know why? Scene 3. Age 25. In his first apartment, he argues with his partner. She leaves for a walk. The door closes with a soft click. He feels his chest cave in. He texts her, "Come back, please." She thinks he's clear. He thinks he's broken. Neither knows the blueprint was drawn 20 years ago. This is how the subconscious classroom installs software. No consent form, no uninstall button. A field guide for the accidental faculty. You cannot opt out of teaching, but you can choose your syllabus. For parents, the home as laboratory. Name the invisible. I'm upset because the car wouldn't start, not because of you. Children guess when adults don't explain. Give them the right answer. Curate the soundtrack. The argument you think is private is public curriculum. If you must fight, fight in pencil, quietly, and with repair in ink. Model repair. The apology after the snap is the real lesson. I raised my voice. That wasn't fair. Let's try again. This teaches that relationships can withstand rupture, and how to mend them. Celebrate the mundane win. You tied your shoes on the first try. Look at that focus. The subconscious logs competence in the smallest triumphs. Protect the mirror. Never mock your body, your mistakes, or your tears in front of a child. They will inherit the script. For teachers, the classroom as ecosystem. The first 30 seconds. The way you greet the latecomer writes a rule about belonging. A smile and "glad you're here" can rewrite a morning. The peer microscope. Children watch each other, watching you. One eye roll from a popular student can undo a month of kindness posters. Interrupt contempt fast. The silent systems. Who gets called on? Whose artwork stays up longest? Whose name is pronounced with ease? The subconscious tallies fairness before the conscious mind notices. The power of pause. When a child melts down, count to 5 before responding. Those 5 seconds teach that emotions are survivable and that adults can be safe harbors. The exit ritual. End every class with a specific positive send-off. I noticed how patiently you waited. Thank you. The subconscious carries that into the hallway. The durability of the unspoken. Conscious lessons fade. Subconscious lessons fossilize. You can forget the capitals of Europe, but you will never forget the exact pitch of your mother's voice when she was proud of you. You can lose the formula for quadratic equations, but you will reenact, without meaning to, the way your father greeted strangers. This is why the subconscious classroom is the ultimate arbiter of character. It does not grade on effort. It grades on exposure. The stakes. A child raised around curiosity will ask questions in her sleep. A child raised around contempt will apologize for breathing. A child raised around repair will believe love can survive conflict. A child raised around silence will believe her pain is unspeakable. These are not side effects. They are outcomes. The final bell that never rings. There is no graduation from the subconscious classroom, no diploma, no commencement speech. The only commencement is the one we give ourselves, when we decide to teach with intention in the moments we once thought didn't matter. Parents, the next time you roll your eyes at a spilled glass of milk, remember, you are not correcting a mistake. You are installing a fear. Teachers, the next time you praise only the fastest hand, remember, you are not rewarding speed. You are teaching the slow ones to disappear. Coaches, neighbors, older cousins, bus drivers. Every unscripted moment is a lecture. Deliver it like the final exam it secretly is, because in the invisible classroom, the bell never rings. The students are always watching, and the lesson lasts a lifetime.
Thanks for listening to this audio blog. If you liked this audio blog, give us a 5-star rating, share with others, and subscribe to the channel. See you soon in our next audio blog and inspire you in your professional and personal life with ideas and thoughts.